This is a video made by Always Pass Driving School. So this video is going to go from Imperial Way in Reading, out of Reading, over junction 11 of the M4, and then coming back basically towards the test centre. So as you can see, the car is on an Imperial Road at the moment, and at the roundabout it's going to turn left first exit towards the M4 and Basingstoke. Mirror signal left to go up the slip road. As you come round the corner, you potentially want to stop slightly before the giveaway line so you have a better zone of vision to the right out the roundabout to see the oncoming vehicles. When you proceed on to the roundabout, you're in the left-hand lane as you get on to the dual carriageway. You're following it up here in this left-hand lane, but when we get to the motorway, we're going to be following the road ahead towards Basingstoke on the A33. So after you've gone through the first set of traffic lights, my advice is that you move into the second lane over. So the car's moving away, so you want to check your left, main and right mirrors before you move. And then, as you can see, the car goes through the green traffic lights and then indicates and moves to the middle lane. Road signs above your head, above your gantry head, and on the road markings on the road say that Basingstoke is in this lane. This lane then basically takes you into lane 3, into the middle lane, so Basingstoke A33. So check your left mirror, your main mirror and your right mirror as you're about to proceed off. And then you just follow the lane markings and stay in the middle lane towards Basingstoke A33. As you can see, the lane on the left only goes to the M4, but you really need to make sure that nobody tries to cut in front of you because they've accidentally got in the wrong lane. So a left mirror check would be good at this point. This lane then filters into the left-hand lane that then follows over the motorway junction 11 of the M4, going towards Basingstoke on the A33. Following it down onto the dual carriageway, which is a 40-mile-an-hour road at this point. When you get to the traffic lights, you're going to turn left down the slip road towards Spencer's Wood. Checking your main and left mirror and then signalling left to go off like the car is. Yes, this junction is run on traffic lights, but as you can just about see ahead of you, which is quite faint, there are giveaway lines on the road. So you check your left mirror, your main mirror and your right mirror, and then check to the right as you proceed as we go over the giveaway lines, because there could be jumping vehicles who go through the lights when they shouldn't from the right. This has now gone into a 30-mile-an-hour zone, and we're just going to follow the road ahead at all times. This is quite a long stretch of road. I reckon you might be pulled up on the left on a driving test and then in a safe place and then move away when it's safe afterwards. So when you get to the roundabout, we're going to follow the road ahead, second exit. Nicely around the roundabout, and then you literally follow the road all the way along. This is still 30 miles an hour going towards Spencer's Wood, and when you get to the traffic lights, which I would have said is probably about a mile, you're going to turn left at the traffic lights. You may potentially get to be asked to pull up along here because this is on a slight slope, as well on your driving test in a safe place. So we are now approaching the traffic lights. So at the traffic lights, you do main mirror left, signal left, and then we're going to follow it round the corner into the new road. This yet again is still 30 miles an hour and is also quite a long road. I still think in this situation you may be asked to pull up again in a safe place on the left or the right, to be fair. You could get right reverse down this road because it is busy, but it is also accomplishable. Following it all the way to the end to the roundabout. So you then go out of the residential area, still staying following the road ahead. The road is still 30 miles an hour, as we said. It goes slightly more countrified, a little bit more windy for some corners. So it goes round the left-hand bend, and then it follows ahead, and then it goes round the right-hand bend, and then it goes into a residential area again. So when we get to the roundabout, see it still says it's 30 miles an hour. When we get to the roundabout, we're going to be going second exit following the road ahead. So main and left mirror off the roundabout so the red car knows where we're going. This has now gone into a 40-mile-an-hour stretch of road. So it's still built up, but it's changed to 40. So this is coming back up towards the Shinfield Arms pub and what used to be known as the Blackboy roundabout. When we get to the roundabout, we're going to be going right, second exit. Main and right mirror, signalling right in the right-hand lane. Following it round, left mirror, signal left off. Still a 40-mile-an-hour bit of road as you go up the slight hill. As you follow the road along and you go up the hill, there is two 30-mile-an-hour signs on either side of the road. One's on the right is quite visible, the one on the left is in the bush, so make sure you're aware of it. When you get up to this bit of road, the road splits into 2 lanes and a third lane to go left, to be fair. You want to be in the left-hand one of the 2 lanes. See what we've done? So we're in the middle lane, or the left-hand lane of the 2 to follow. So we're in the left-hand lane to follow the road ahead at the traffic lights. This is still the 30-mile-an-hour bit of road, and you see we're going to stay in the left-hand lane as we go up the road. Going to follow past Shinfield Arms on the left, and then follow the road round to the right. Staying in the left-hand lane at the traffic lights, and then when we go back over the M4 roundabout, so staying in the left-hand lane at the traffic lights, as we proceed back over the motorway, but slightly down the road, back to Blackboy roundabout. When we get to the roundabout, we're going to go left first exit towards the M4 on the B3270. So staying in the left-hand lane, following it left off of the roundabout. Staying in the left-hand lane and just following it back down the B3270. This is now going towards the M4 at junction 11 in Reading. So this is still a 40-mile-an-hour bit of road. M4 running parallel to us on the left. And we're just going to stay following the road ahead. So some test routes can take you next right down Whitleywood Lane, and some test routes can follow the road ahead, which is what we're going to do on this occasion. So we're now approaching the M4 roundabout. We're going to be following the road signs to Reading A33. So there's 3 signs over the road on the left going towards Basingstoke, London and South Wales. And then there's 2 over the gantry over your head going towards Reading A33. The road splits into 2 lanes to go towards Reading A33. You want to be in the left-hand one of the 2. Yes, you can be in the right-hand one of the 2, but as you go round and down the dual carriageway, you would need to be back in the left-hand lane because that is your driving lane, whether you're a learner or not. So the car's stopped at the lights. So left main and right mirror as you proceed away, and then the road goes straight and then it follows round to the right. So you stay in your lane. You can see the nice lines for you to stay in your lane. It goes really close to the bus lane on the left, but it's perfectly capable of getting through there. Stay in this lane, coming up to another set of traffic lights, and we're going to be following the road ahead. The next set of traffic lights, we're going to be following the road ahead as well. So left main and right mirrors to move away when the lights change, because you've been sitting there for quite a while, so then you know what's happened around you. Going through the lights, following the road ahead. So you go towards the railings and then you kind of steer right and it brings you off in the left-hand lane. So notice how the car's going quite forward and then it steers right and then it drops you off in the left-hand lane. Now, after you've gone through these lights, or just before you go through these lights, you're going to move into the middle lane, because at the next roundabout, you're turning right towards Wharton Grange. So at this point, you want to check your mirror and signal right and move into the right-hand lane again. The road markings then say, this lane's right only. So you do mirrors and signal right in the right-hand lane. This is going back into Imperial Way in Reading. So the car comes round, check your left mirror, signal left off and drop it off into the left-hand lane.